Okay, good day everybody. Nazri over here. Thank you very much for joining me for today. For this particular video, I am going to take a look at unboxing this kit that is a collaboration between MOE and Science Center, the Sparkle set. I'm sure this particular set is something that we are fairly familiar with, or rather we have seen it around the lab being used in one way or the other. We have had sets involving light, we have sets involving, I believe, heat, if I'm not wrong. Okay, and I did review the magnets set for the primary 3, and I did review and unbox the life cycle set, which is for the primary 3. So this is for the topic of materials. Okay, and today I'm going to unbox this. I'm going to show you what are the apparatus that are available inside here, and how we can use it in our daily teaching. Okay, whether it is teacher-led or a discussion-led, or rather a group-based session is fine. Okay, now one thing that right off the bat, okay, you have to know what are the objectives of the topic, of what are the learning objectives of the topic of materials. Okay, and pardon the resolution because I'm using my webcam here. My phone is running out of space in that sense. Okay, so I have to make do with the webcam and the laptop setup. Okay, but going back to what we were discussing before, that we have to know the different types of materials that are all around us, and the kids have to know what the right kind of materials based on the properties and the intended use of those particular objects. Okay, it's important to bear that in mind as we explore this. This set does not come with any particular instruction materials. There is no guide or something. Okay, but there is an advantage to that, because we can actually be very flexible in how we use these particular items. Without further ado, let's take a look. When you first unbox this, okay, you will see the item list. Okay, you will see material cards, or rather 4 cards for the material card game, which will actually which have instructions printed over here and guiding questions on the reverse side. Okay, you will see 2 bags labeled B1 and B2, and what I like about this particular set that MOE and Science Center has come up with, it's really aligned to how questions are crafted for our kids. You know, when we have a setup, there is a setup B1 and B2 and M1 and M2 and everything. So they actually took the trouble to label the apparatus. Okay, and I guess this can come in a pair. Okay, or rather this can be used to show one demonstration of a property as opposed to the other. Okay, I will talk more about that in just a while. Okay, let's put that one side. Okay, we have the game mats, 4 of them. Okay, so you have actually a choice whether you want this to be played in a big group or in a smaller group. Is entirely up to your discretion. Okay, and you will see that the game mat deserves, I will probably talk about it at the end of the video, because it is rather big. It opens up. It is a matching game. Okay, and it involves the use of play cards. Okay, let me just put this aside, okay, for a while. Okay, and these are the cards itself, and simultaneously you will see the overall layout of all the items here. These are the cards, okay, that are actually used for the for the matching game. Okay, we have the item, okay, the object itself, and we have the material here. So you will find that this is very similar, the gameplay is very similar to how Happy Family, how matching card games are played. Happy Family, Donkey, Old Maid, and all those kind of old school card games, right? So this works in that vein. Yeah. Okay. This is more straightforward. You have the play cards over here, you have the instructions over here, you have guiding questions on the reverse side, and you have the mat itself. Okay, so it is not so difficult to make heads and tails of, to make sense of. Okay, I'm just gonna put this back inside its slot. Okay, working in an anti-clockwise manner over here, we have a packet of 4 sheets of material. Okay, sheet A, B, C, and D. Once you take it out from the plastic covering, there we go, it is labeled very clearly A, B, C, and D. Fabric, aluminium, opaque plastic, transparent plastic. Okay, and having recognized that, you'll find that it lends very well to the property of how much light is allowed to pass through the materials. Okay, and talking about light, availability of light, let me just put this nicely one side. Okay, we have a torchlight here, jumping a little bit ahead. Okay, we have a torchlight here with a push button switch, and we have AAA batteries, 3 of them. Okay, these are supplied inside the set. Okay, beneath the 4 sheets A, B, C, and D, okay, we have 2 pairs of gloves, G1, and I'm not sure, it should be a G2. There we go. Okay, label G2. Again, these pairs of gloves are purposely put together so that the teacher can bring to the surface a particular learning objective and a teaching point and a learning point for the kids. Okay, which I will talk more about it in just a bit. Okay, we looking at 2 slots at the top. We have 2 rulers label R2, R1, and R2. One of them is made from plastic and one of them is made from wood. Okay, interestingly, there is a hole punched at the edge of the ruler. Okay, and there is a scale printed on the ruler itself, obviously. Okay, there is a purpose to that, very interesting. Okay, and we have chopsticks here digging up from this particular slot. 2 pairs of chopsticks. Okay, one blue, one brown, one made from plastic, and one made from wood. Okay, there we go.